Divorce. When we hear the word divorce, what comes to mind? Pain, failure, broken families, a broken home. That's a narrative we've been told for years, that divorce is the end of something sacred, that it's something to be ashamed of. But what if I told you that divorce isn't the end of a family? It's the beginning of a new and healthier one. We often focus on the couple at the center of the divorce, but today I want to talk about the children. Imagine being a child in a home where every day it's filled with tension, slammed doors, and the tension is so thick you can feel it in your chest. You're constantly on edge waiting for the next explosion to happen. You don't know when it's coming, but you know it's coming. That kind of stress becomes a child's normal. Now compare that to a child whose parents chose to separate. Suddenly, the air feels lighter, the shouting stops, two homes emerge, not perfect homes, but calmer ones. Homes where love has space to breathe again. I'm not saying divorce is painless. I'm not saying it doesn't hurt. Trust me, I know. When my parents separated, it felt like a bomb went off in my life. I remember watching my dad pack his things. I remember the sound of drawers closing, the sight of his clothes disappearing from the closet. His presence was just gone. I couldn't say goodnight to him anymore. He wasn't there in the mornings to wake me up for school. He wasn't waiting for me at the door when I came home, ready to talk about my day. It was like a wall was put up between our relationship. And it wasn't just with my dad. With my mom, she was still there. But it was different. She wasn't the same. She was always tired, worn down, trying to hold everything together for the family. And me, I didn't know how to open up to her. I was hurting so much, I felt like if I said it out loud, it would break her even more. So I stayed quiet. I bottled everything inside. The truth is, I was angry. I was mad, and I was deeply confused. I didn't trust anyone. I didn't know what to do with the pain, so I turned inward. I started hiding in my room every day. I tried to distract myself leaving the house, over-exercising, and not eating. I wasn't fine, but I pretended to be fine, and I was falling apart in silence. And that silence cost me. It cost me relationship and connection with my parents, with my siblings, but most painfully with myself. With my dad, there were weeks where I didn't know how to bridge the gap. Every phone call felt stiff, like we were strangers who just shared a last name. Every visit was filled with small talk, and it was so awkward, but deep inside, all I wanted to do was scream. With my mom, it was a different battle. She was always there, physically, but emotionally, I felt like I was walking on eggshells. I didn't know what to do, and I didn't want to talk to her because I didn't want to add to her burden. I didn't want to be another reason she cried behind closed doors. So I swallowed my words. I laughed when I didn't feel like laughing, and I said I was fine when I wasn't fine. And let me tell you, pretending to be fine is exhausting. It chips away at you. It makes you feel invisible. Healing took time, rebuilding those relationships took time, and even now, being able to fully share how I feel with my parents is something I still struggle with. Sometimes, the words just don't come out. Sometimes, I have a full-on mental breakdown instead of saying I'm hurting. And those moments remind me that healing is a process. It's not just a straight line. But here's what I've learned. As painful as divorce was, staying in a toxic, conflicted home would have been far worse. Studies show from the University of Illinois that children who grow up exposed to chronic conflict, constant yelling, aggression, and are at greater risk for anxiety, low self-esteem, and depression, even physical health problems. Kids who witness frequent unresolved conflict at home often carry those traumas into adulthood. It makes them struggle forming healthy relationships because they've been taught subconsciously that love looks like chaos. And here's something even more striking. Research also adds that children of divorced parents often do better emotionally and psychologically than children who remain in a high conflicted home. Why? Because peace matters more than appearances. Divorce in many cases is a reset button. It's a chance for parents to model something powerful for their kids. That it's okay to walk away from relationships that are damaging. That peace and dignity, self-respect are worth protecting. When parents separate, it doesn't mean the end of love. It doesn't mean love disappears. It means love is reshaped. A family may no longer live under one roof, but that doesn't mean it stops being a family. I know that my parents' divorce, as painful as it was, it gave me something invaluable, space to breathe. It gave them space to be healthier, calmer versions of themselves, which in turn gave me a healthier environment to grow in. And slowly, I started to see the good. I started to see my dad laugh again, instead of carrying all the weight from the fights on his shoulders. I started to see my mom rediscover her own strengths, her own identity outside of being a wife. And that gave me permission to heal too. So here's my challenge to all of us. Let's switch the narrative. Divorce doesn't always mean destruction. Divorce doesn't always have to mean being like just overwhelmed. Sometimes it means choosing peace over chaos. But for a child, sometimes divorce means finally being able to exhale. Thank you.